What's up, YouTube? Listen, thanks to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the platform. As you guys know, the goal is to get to 100,000 subscribers by June. So if you guys appreciate the content, please take the time out right now and show some love, like, and subscribe for your boy one time. Just one time. Go ahead, do so right now. All right, let's get into the content.
So this is part 2 on why I had to get my BBL surgically removed. So in part 1, I was telling y'all how my sit down ear was stinking real bad. And it got to the point to where I had to carry around a bottle of air freshener or a bottle of perfume, because when I would use public restrooms, it would stink so bad and the smell would linger. It was like an embarrassment. I didn't want to come out the bathroom with it smelling like that and someone else was waiting at the door.
Nasty bitch.
When I say that BBL really ruined my life, I even lost my boyfriend behind it.
My nigga.
He was telling me the whole time, like, you're stinking real bad down there and I can't stomach it. First I'm in denial, like, no, you're hating, you're mad, I got a BBL. It was the truth.
The truth don't need motivation.
It got to the point to where I would be washing my laundry, weekly, like I've been doing before I got the BBL. When I would get my laundry out of the dryer, it would still smell like that raw eating flesh.
Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Listen.
You smell that shit?
Part 3 on how I got my BBL surgically removed because my sit down one was stinking real bad. So I deleted part 1 because there were so many people in the comments talking shit how y'all are doing now. So I deleted part 1 and I made part 2 because there was some people in the comments that wanted to know more. BBL stink, do you hear me? And it's not coming from the vagina or the beehole. It's coming from the incisions that they cut to inject the fluid and the fat in your butt, okay? There's people in the comments saying, oh, you wasn't washing up right. Come on, let's be real. It's coming out of the incision. It fucking stink. I don't care what y'all say. It stink. And if it's not healing properly and your body is rejecting it, the hole will remain open and the drainage will continue to come out and stink up your linen, stink up your underwear, stink up everything, okay? Now, my BBL been removed for the past 4 years. Only had it in for about a year until it was stinking so bad I couldn't take it no more. I don't know if y'all wanted me to get on here and say BBL smell good, but they fucking stink. Stay away from them.
First of all, the flesh is weak. And anybody who chases the flesh in life, they are going to be internally weak. Understand something, fellas. When it comes to women like this, women who feels the need to get a BBL, that's just a woman who got a very low self-esteem and she's also insecure. And the problem is, that's a woman who don't love herself. Women like that usually need help. But instead of seeking help, they figured, if I go to the doctor and purchase a booty, I'm gonna be a baddie. These women want to be somebody that they are not so bad that they are willing to risk their life for it. Think about how crazy that is. They want to be looked at as a baddie so bad that they will risk their life. And as men, there's nothing you can do to save a woman like that because her boyfriend left her. And when her boyfriend was being honest with her, she called him a hater. That's how delusional these women usually are. They refuse to hear the truth. And the sad thing about it, no matter how much you change on the outside, you're still going to be the same person on the inside. So it don't matter if a chick go and get a BBL and think to herself that she's a baddie now, because when she come across a real, natural, beautiful woman who got a real, beautiful ass, you will tell the difference just based on their energies. That's why it's never wise to take the fake route in life.
So this one day, me and my boyfriend, we getting ready, to do something. So first, let me say, my boyfriend at the time did not want me to get the procedure done, but I insisted. Me and my sister went to get the procedure done together. And before I got the procedure done, I joined the group on Facebook. It was like a support group, different women that got it, that's in relationships, just for, to talk about it. So a lot of women in the group was pretty much saying, when you get it, your boyfriend is going to be jealous, so just keep an eye out on that. So when he was telling me it was smelly down there, I was going to the group saying, he's saying it's smelly down there. They was basically telling me to ignore him. He's jealous, but he'll eventually come around. So me and my sister got the procedure done at the same time. So at first, man's was healing up good. It was healing normal. So was my sister's. And I would ask her, is you healing well? She would tell me, yeah. I was healing well maybe the first 6 to 7 weeks. But after that, it kept on leaking and kept on draining. I was asking my sister how hers was doing. She said she was not leaking or draining. Mine's would close up, but then like a day or two later, it would start leaking again. So I used to put gauze and dressings on it to support the leakage while I may have been outside or out and about. So that's why I had it for a year with the leakage, because there would be points that it would close up, or I would think it was closed up fully, but it wasn't. So one day me and my boyfriend was about to do something, and he just was like, I cannot take the smell anymore. And he broke up with me and he left. And that was pretty much that. But he was telling me for months. But me listening to the women in a group thinking they knew what they was talking about, it kind of messed everything up for me. It even got to the point I was wearing jeans in the summertime because it was an embarrassment even looking at it. I'm going to upload the picture right here.
Now, I've dated a chick in the past who got a BBL while I was dating her. And I remember trying to talk her out of it. Like, yo, you're beautiful. You don't need that. And there was nothing I could say to talk her out of not getting a BBL. Her mind was already made up. And it wasn't about me. It was about her and her getting more attention from men. But I was a bit green and oblivious to women like that. So I remember the process. She went to, I believe, the DR because the procedure was going to be cheaper overseas. I think it cost her around 8,000 or so. I mean, I don't pay for it because keep in mind, this is a chick I met 6 months before she got the BBL. So, I mean, a part of me was like, should do you, but I already know I can't take you serious. But shit, but go ahead and get your BBL since I can't talk you out of it. So that told me right there and then she's not for me, because if you can't talk your girl out of getting a BBL, bro, that's not your girl. All right. So she went ahead and got the BBL. Then she came back, I think 2 months later or whatever. So when she came back, she had on this, what's the name of the shit that they put on? I don't know, bro. I can't bring, like, the name can't come to my head right now, but it's something Afro or some shit where they kind of got to put that shit on their stomach to shake their ass. And I remember there was 2 holes above her booty. And I guess that's where the pus comes out of, because you got to massage the booty or whatever. Anyway, but I just remember the whole process. And yes, just off the fact that a woman got pus in her ass, that shit is going to stink. Now, I ain't going to lie to you. The chick that I had, her ass wasn't really stinking that much. I ain't going to lie. But From time to time, I did get like a little bit of whiff if she didn't clean up herself properly and all that. And to be honest with you, after she got the BBL, everything about her changed. It's like these women develop a fake sense of reality. They start feeling that they look better than how they actually looks. And for me, I was just happy to just experience her with the BBL and without the BBL. And to be honest with you, with the BBL, that shit was alright, bro. And me personally, fam, I don't like how women look naked with BBLs. It's almost like they are shaped like robots. That's just me. But long story short, after she got the BBL, we went our separate ways. I experienced her with the BBL. That shit was cool. But I already know she's chasing attention. So it's wise to move out of her way. Okay? Because when a woman starts getting more attention, she's going to start acting funny while her BBL is smelling funny. Think about that, bro. A woman is going to start acting funny after she get a BBL while her BBL is smelling funny.
Getting a BBL when you're broke is what's causing BBL smell. You think a BBL is just the price for the surgery. Those massages after are very important. I did a massage like every day for 2 months, and that gets pricey. When you get surgery, you have to drain out those fluids. Those massages drain you, and then you need to detox. Some of you just don't care. Some of you are too broke. I used sweet cookie chlorophyll when I had surgery, and to this day, my armpits don't even stink when I sweat. When you go through a surgery like that, it can create bacteria, toxins in the body. You want to get rid of the toxins. Matter of fact, your butt is bigger now, so you are going to sweat more. Anywhere you sweat can carry an odor. This is because we eat bad foods. That creates toxins in our body. That creates odor.
There's a lot of women in my comments saying, oh, I had a BBL and my BBL don't smell. The fact of the matter is, immediately after procedure, when you're experiencing the drainage do have a smell. So if your body rejects the procedure and it's the constant leaking and unhealed scars, yes, it's going to smell, and that's just facts. And of course, everyone's body is different and everyone's body reacts to the procedure differently. So I was speaking on my experience from my point of view that my body rejected the procedure, and with the constant leakage and drainage, it smelled horrible. You know, even with me covering the scars with different dressings to try to soak up the leakage, with it being constant like that, it gives off a horrible smell. And I also have several women in my inbox sharing their story. Something similar happened to them also. And if they are comfortable with me sharing their story with y'all, I will. I'm just here to tell my story, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, those BBLs be stinking. BBL smell.
The BBL smell is trending on social media. But what is it?
And it could be like 2 or 3 BBL baddies, and you wondering like who the hell got cheesy fries? You know, like who got their socks out? You know, something don't smell right.
So why would getting a BBL make you potentially smell bad? There are a lot of theories being thrown out there.
When women have liposuctions and BBLs, about 3 weeks later, all the way up to 3 weeks later, they have excretions, actually grease, that comes out of their body, and it has a putrid smell.
It's normal to get a little bit of drainage from having liposuction or BBL for a few days after surgery, but putrid smell after 3 weeks tells me you've got an infection. That is not normal.
When you get a BBL, your ass is so rock hard. Like, I could barely get toilet paper and like a hand between my butt cheeks.
But you gotta understand, it's like physics. If you was a chick that was like 150, right? 150 pounds, and then you got a BBL. So the BBL made you probably like 170, 180. You're not used to that go around. You feel me?
So is the BBL smell fact or is it cap? It is cap. Now, immediately after surgery, maybe you're a bit sore, maybe it's a little hard to clean back there, but otherwise, there's nothing about having had a BBL surgery that's gonna make you smell bad.
I know for motherfucking fact, what these hoes saying about y'all motherfucking BBL stinking is the truth. And I'm gonna tell you why. So I used to work in a, nightclub, bartender, whatever. And then I used to, who knows me know, I used to manage fucking females, like industry bitches. So, yeah. So, as y'all know, other than it feeling like a sack of sand in a sandbag, that shit, if your body's rejecting it, has a weird ass motherfucking smell. So, just to give you a little idea of how it smells, just think about broccoli. You ever had broccoli sitting out for like 2 days? And you be like, what the fuck? Like, that's the perfect way I can explain it. It smells like sitting out for 2 days broccoli. And it's because technically it don't be you, or do be you, because now you can't open your ass and get in your ass and clean your ass. But it's also because your flesh is rotten, is ruined. And then your body could be rejecting it. It's a lot of reasons why your shit stink. Bro, you can't do nothing about it but get it removed, because like if your body's rejecting it, it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out of any hole closest to where that needs to escape. So yeah, BBLs really be stinking, for real. I hope y'all hoes be doing y'all research before y'all be getting these BBLs, calling yourself trying to catch a nigga. When y'all gonna be walking around looking like you need to catch a shower.
Y'all see the story time with a lady saying that she had to remove her BBL because her sit down earth stinked? And that's not to be shady, no shade. But she was getting a lot of backlash from a lot of people that got BBLs, and they was just like, you probably ain't know how to wash out. That ain't had nothing to do with washing your ass. I mean, a lot of y'all wanted bigger asses that ain't know how to properly wash the ass that you got. So, I mean, it could be coming from your ass and the incisions. But it's not even coming from washing your ass. That'd be just like an additional stench. It's coming from the incisions, from the surgery. Everybody's body is not reactive in the same way. If you did do your research, which I hope y'all did, it stated that that's a natural healing process of like fluid discharge, inflammation. It could possibly be a bacterial infection as well. But to sit up there and just be in full-fledged denial, and me personally, I done heard niggas say that shit stink. Like the ass be nice, but the smell, you gotta think twice. No shade. So to be clowning her because she came out and told her truth. And my thing is, this was what she said happened with her. She didn't say that all BBLs, you're going to have a stench or it stink. This is what's her story. This is her truth. So y'all even coming up saying something like, oh, you must have didn't wash your ass. That goes to show that you in denial about your own stench when you sit your ass down.
I had to come outside and talk about this because after what I just experienced, I'm traumatized. BBL smell is 100% real. I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your friends say. I don't even care what your doctor say. BBL smell is real, and let me tell you why. And if you're wondering what it smells like, it smells like broccoli. The broccoli that's been sitting in your pot with the top on for 2 days. We all know how that smells. Sour, funky, molded. Now, it's going to be some people that say, my BBL don't smell like that. I don't know where she get her information from. Take your hand and rub it back there and see if you smell the same thing that I'm smelling. Now, some BBLs have a soft, funky smell, like a musky smell. And then some BBLs have a loud smell, a smell like rotten flesh. But trust me, it's all the same smell. Now, if you're wondering how to get that funky smell up out of your skin, because, yeah, it's sucked in them pores and it's deep within that skin. Take you a cup of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt, run you a bath of hot, steamy water, and sit in a tub for about 30 to 45 minutes. You're going to need one of them thick rags that you get from Amazon, the hotel-style rags. I've told 2 friends about that, and trust me, it works. And I know I joke a lot, but this is not a joke. This is serious. Let's get that smell out the way because, baby, I can't take it no more. If y'all gonna do it, let's just do it, right? Okay?
It's crazy out here. Fellas, be careful out here, man. My advice to you guys is just to keep away from women who will even feel the need to get a BBL.
Okay, I'm showing up for you. I'm giving you my energy. I am in your presence. You should pay for this.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.